And welcome again to another Darachat. I am here with the wonderful HeckintheWhy, and why the heck they come back, I don't know. But anyway,
Our
welcome,
camera.
welcome back, guys. Yes, we had little technical difficulties, and you'll probably see why, and their camera is still glitching out a bit. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
life goes on. But anyway, welcome back, guys. It's nice to have you back. I see you're well branded, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the brand.
So are you affiliated now? Is that why you have it?
Yeah, that's why I have it. But I mean, it's not. It's kind of why I have it. I also have it because I just really like coffee brand coffee.
I thought you were going to say you just really like coffee in general. That would be like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, fun fact: I don't drink coffee, but I do drink their tea.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I don't drink coffee at all. It's the smell is whatever. So plus, yeah, I drink hot cocoa. I tried the hot cocoa. It's all right, but it's more like that dark chocolate, like that 70%.
Yeah, it's so the cocoa. If we can keep our pulling me into the camera here. If we can keep our camera working properly here, the cocoa works apparently best if you put it in hot milk.
Yeah.
So if you put it in water, it's not quite as good. Although I would say that if you get the peppermint cocoa, that which is only available during like the Christmas season, that actually is delicious in the water.
Nice. Yeah, I've only gotten the caramel one and the regular one, but it's just these like 80 to 70%, sort of cacao, I think it is, whatever.
Yeah.
That it's sort of like, so I had to use like Swiss Miss to get it enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, the point of coffee brand coffee's cocoa is to not be super sugary, so that's probably why.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on, I just can't. I've been used to Swiss Smith for forever. Swiss Smith, sorry, Swiss Smith is not the hot
Smith?
chocolate. Swift.
I don't know, man. I grew up on Swift Myth. Swift Myth is the greatest stuff you've ever seen.
It's like that line, yellow leather, red
leather, yellow leather.
or trying to do Peter Pepper pick a pickled pepper.
Whoa!
I can't.
That was the most spectacular Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers fail I've ever seen.
Holy crap!
I can do the woodchuck one. That's the easy one. What would no? What?
How much?
How much? Oh yeah. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Because you can sing to it, right? You could. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You could do that sort of thing with it. So at least that's how I got.
I have never heard that before.
You're welcome. And then I can't remember the response. It's like, as much as a woodchuck could chuck wood. I'm like, all right, I haven't seen that happen yet. But
see, now I want to see what is his name? Patrick Stewart sing "How Much Wood Could a Woodchuck Chuck?"
Someone raise $10 million and get him on Cameo before it's too late.
Who is that?
He
Captain
Picard from Star Trek: Next Generation.
Oh.
Yep. And some other stuff too. He's been on Family Guy. Shush, I didn't see him from me.
He's been on a bunch of stuff. He does a lot of voice acting these days.
Yes, he actually was in Jimmy Neutron when it came out long ago. He and
was.
Yep, he and Martin Short. Yep, a long time ago. Back when. Hey, UB, what up?
What's up, UB legend? Did you just say Martin Short was in that?
Yeah, he was the other guy next to him. So there was Patrick Stewart and Martin Short. He was like the brother, I think it was. The brother or the cousin, but he was right next to the king, which was Patrick Stewart.
Oh, that is so cool.
You go back over it again, you'll hear Martin Short's voice in there. He goes all over the place. So, but yeah, it's going good, UB. It's going good. I have people on again. So, but yes, the month of April is closed. It is full of people. So once May comes around, the doors will open again, and people will be able to come back on. So I haven't gotten it. Now I will say this. Oh, well, that's great. I'm glad you're here, UB. But anyway, I got sidetracked there, but anyway, I don't have all the days filled. There are a few days throughout the month that are still open, but at the end of the day, I have more days filled with people than I do anything else. So that's probably the busiest month I've ever had, because I started out with nothing. I came to the top. Not really, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're moving. I always see you on Twitter.
Oh yeah, well, I'm always trying. Like it's funny because when I try to get people in DMs, it doesn't seem to work. But when I get in their replies, I get something back, and I'm like, yeah. Next week we'll have a lot of people on, and then the last week I should have someone on the last day of April. But yeah, I mean it's still you have to. I'm going out there fishing, throw the net, see who comes through. But it seems like Twitter's DM thing doesn't really work well, so people aren't notified, and I have to go into replies like, "Hey, would you like to come on?" And trying to what is it? Trying to say what the show is sort of difficulty. But I did have something closer. I did have something close. So Darachat is a one-on-one conversational show where many people come on, different talk anything, and just have fun with it. I think that works. I think I'm getting there on trying to describe it because people are like, what is it about? It's just coming on and having a conversation because it makes sense. What are the topics? Come on and find out.
Yeah.
I think that makes people leery or uncomfortable because usually when you have other content creators like here's the topic or here's the game, but when you leave the field open enough, they're like, well, where do we start? Where do we go? Well, we could start with you first, and then we can go from there. It's not that hard. And people are like, well, I'm not very much conversationalist. You can't believe how many times I've been told where someone says they're weird, they don't know what they'll say or whatever. I'm like,
good.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah,
it certainly helps if you have a mission statement. So we have a mission statement, and I can basically just start that mission statement off by adding we're a daddy-daughter streaming team, and then go straight into the mission statement, which is with a mission to showcase the creative work of small and independent video game developers and to help them succeed.
Yeah.
I thought it was only horror video games, but you're indie game, okay?
Yeah, all indie games.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You should have seen what was it? Oh god, the one Feisty Fauna.
Oh,
Feisty
and
Fauna.
the Minecraft game.
Oh yeah, Ayana.
Yeah, that's the
that
name
one
of
actually
it.
just went into early access yesterday.
Oh, and just Shapes and Beats. That's one too.
Which one?
Just shape.
Just Shapes and Beats.
We haven't played.
We haven't played that.
That was yum. Oh,
I watched someone else play it. It looked pretty good.
Wait,
I
thought did you play it yet? Well, I watched someone else play it. It looked good, I guess.
Yeah, well, we've played a lot of games that way.
Quote unquote, we played a lot of games.
I mean, the one where you said my blocks bring all the squares.
Dash Adventure.
That one, yes.
I don't think he's making that anymore. I can't get him. I can't get him to respond to us on Twitter anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a shame because that was fun.
Yeah.
And it's like spam.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because I saw that short you put out not too long ago. The short you did, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember which part. Because I remember the one shorts I did of us were the one of the Street Fighter one, and then the other one I think was her.
She was talking about. She started out talking about how it's weird being the content creator rather than the person watching other people's videos.
Yeah.
And then she moved into how gaming isn't a waste of time because it's helped her grow her. Well, you tell it.
Yeah, it's your turn now. Come on, get on the camera.
Do it. You got it.
Just put me right on the spot there.
That's right.
Um,
Like a daddy do.
honk.
Do it.
Come on, tell them about your emotional growth.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
We're talking about elephants now. We're just talking about forget it. We're talking about elephants now. It's too late. Go ahead.
I don't know what to say.
It took you a while to get where you are.
Yeah.
So tell them about how you started out.
So
Was it hard?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started out with like easier games, and
Mhm.
like I had a real low frustration tolerance.
Right.
And so whenever I would get to a really hard part, usually I'd like pass it to someone capable, like Father here.
The father.
Oh. And like our first like really hard game, like
Right.
Rhythm Quest.
Rhythm Quest. I ended up crying at the end
Yeah,
of
no, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah. But our latest, oh my goodness, we are glitching so much.
Don't worry about it. Keep
Power
going.
through it. Come on.
Sheepy
Sheepy that bad boy up.
our our newest one, Sheepy, it was a
No.
rage. It was so hard.
Mhm.
So hard. But I did the whole thing by myself. I didn't get him to play once.
Mhm.
And it was
Well,
so hard
Once.
once.
What?
But it
So
was
there was
jumping.
a ledge, and I
Yeah.
wanted to see if we could jump onto the ledge.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just wanted to see if we could do it. And then it turned out that we could, and we were supposed to. And then I handed the controller immediately back to her.
Yeah,
Nice.
but then I played through the rest of the whole game. And man, were some of them boss fights literally so hard. Why are you not alone? You didn't even play.
No, I watched you. That was hard.
But
I would have had a hard time with
I
some of those.
managed to keep my cool. Didn't
Mhm.
cry until like the end, and even then I didn't like completely mentally break down.
Yeah.
I partied.
Yeah, there were some parts of that where like I looked over and I could see it on her face, like,
Mhm.
oh man, she's this close to just rage quitting and breaking down. But
Yeah.
she held it together and she powered through it like a boss.
And the funny thing is, part of that is the fact that I've been gaming now a lot more, and so I've gotten better. But more of that is because I've learned how to control it more.
Mm.
One from you, and I had this reading teacher. Won't give out her name for privacy, but I had this English teacher in 5th grade. She was like, other than a few other teachers I liked, and you know, bus ride and having friends,
Right.
she was one of the only things I liked about that school. I hate that school so much. But she also had ADHD.
Oh.
So, like, she would teach us certain breathing techniques and stuff like that to calm down, and I've used those more often.
Mhm.
And, you know, just from that, I've learned also how to better make things that suit me better. So, like, one of the breathing techniques she taught us was you make a square. Scooch over.
I'm scooched.
You make a square with your finger. I'm mirrored. It's freaking me out. So you breathe in. Then when you go down, you hold your breath, breathe out, hold your breath, breathe it, and you just do that until you're calmed down. Or you have your hand, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and you just trace your hand until you're calm.
Yeah, no, that's I've never, unfortunately, I've never seen those things. But there are a few YouTube channels I follow where they do sort of like that, sort of a breathing technique. It's more or less for like getting asleep and stuff. But there's one I know. His name is Michael Seeley, and he does different videos for like anxiety, whatever. It's more like the hypnosis stuff, but it's basically just like a calm down towards either to sleep or just relax. And then there's another one, I think Sleep Tube I follow, which does somewhat the same thing, but it's more of like binaural beats or whatever. So, but yeah, it's I've never done that in this per se. I've more done like, you know, the deep breath sort of thing, you know, when you hyperventilate or whatever, because that can happen.
Yeah.
I was just scared.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into the breathing techniques myself, unless I'm doing like some kind of mindful meditation where I have to focus on my breathing, and then I have to focus on feelings, and then I have to focus on mantras, and then eventually work your way into focusing on paying attention to your attention.
Right.
And anytime your mind gets off of what it's supposed to be doing,
Right.
bringing it back to where it's supposed to be. And that's it's a meditation technique that I learned from the martial art that I study, Toshindo.
Okay.
And the whole point of it is to train your mind's attention span to focus on what you want without getting distracted. Because your brain is designed to think, right? So it's gonna have thoughts. It's gonna think about the future or the past, that thing that happened last week that you're embarrassed about.
Oh my goodness.
In my case, that thing that happened 20 years ago that you're embarrassed about and you just can't get out of your head.
Don't even get me started when you just sit. It's literally a whole vibe. There are thousands of memes on the internet with just pictures of people being like,
and it's especially a problem for people with ADHD. Like that's one of the core things.
The text is just like,
in
the middle of the night when your brain brings
like,
up that really embarrassing thing.
Yeah, shut up. Hey, you remember that embarrassing thing that you said at that party that one time 20 years ago? And then the last frame is.
Yeah, I remember that one. It's been used for a lot of different ones though, but it's I just had a thought and escaped me. It's
exactly.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, it's fun when you can sort of, because the meditation stuff, right? Yeah, there's some of those channels too where they do that meditation and all that other stuff. Because I do find that it can be very useful. It just depends, like if you're willing to put down the time, like everything else that you do in life, right? It requires a set of time to just sit and relax. And that's a funny thing, right? If you think about it, not many people do. I mean, they do in the sense of like, as a distraction, like you play a game, watch a YouTube video, whether, but they don't do it without any other distraction, right? Sort of like the time of reflection is non-existent.
Yeah. And I mean, people really overestimate the amount of time that you need to do these kinds of exercises.
Yeah.
Like if you can do it for 5 minutes a day, then that's beneficial. Like the magic number really is 20 minutes, but 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. If that's all you've got, it's worth it. It actually does help. I used to do that in between breaks when I was going to night classes for Cisco classes, I think. I can't remember. But I was going to some community college to just like expand on my education.
Right.
And in between, like in the middle of the class, we would have a break and I would go out and I'd sit out there for about 5 minutes with my little meditation beads, just counter beads, do about 5 minutes of that. And then I'd go back in and it helped.
Nice. Yeah. And and of course, like you said, there's, I was going to be like, oh, I found it. It's, was your meditation mantra like, oh, right.
Whoa. Okay. Name that movie reference.
That's Ace Ventura 2.
Yeah.
That's when he's like, he throws the cross into the back window.
Man, I have not seen that in a million years.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, you haven't.
No.
It's
not for you. So there's a little too many things in there, but I do like the one scene I do like is when he's driving that truck across the plane, he just tumbles it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I did see the first Ace Ventura when I was younger than Squab.
Yeah. Well, that one has its own. That one has its own stuff.
Yeah.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Why do you keep honking my nose?
Because usually I can.
No, you need a red or green nose on it. You just need to. Yeah.
Oh no!
I was thinking about showing up on stream with a crow beak one day and just going with it. Just like, what? What are you looking at? This is how I always look.
Then get off the screen, you old hag. Get off.
I'm the RavenDove. This is my squab. Caw.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you And then I was just sitting there on the bench and I was looking at the lady and said, "That looks like a good piece of bread." Caw.
Yeah.
The RavenDove Diaries.
Yeah.
I can watch episodes of that. It's just like one of those old what is it? It's just like one of those old like jazz like slam poetry things. Where it's just like, and then
now you're giving me ideas. I might have to do this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you just say that. And then I was sitting there. The lady looked at me and said, "Your move." Squawk, caw. It's just that's how my mind works. It's like I can come like when I do my own solo stuff. Like I can come now. Obviously, there's the whole, it's nice when you get a reverb back, right? Like it's in the Grinch where he echoes and he gets not his voice back.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. But yeah, it's sort of like the thing, and I've done that to someone else too. But for me, it's just like when I'm trying to come up with I can't come up with my own stuff, but when you're talking about like your mission statement, right? It's sort of a difficulty because there's what is it? There is a quality check of it, right? Like you can say it to yourself and say that's good, but you say it to someone else like maybe needs a little work, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. So I developed it by distilling it down into something that would fit with a little bit more of a comment.
Yeah.
In Twitter. You're gonna need to have to stop.
Just give me 1 sec. I gotta scoot closer to you because
Okay.
I'm not in the.
You keep bumping the table, and I don't want it to. We got enough problems today.
Let me. Oh no, it's this way. I can't.
But yeah, if you can fit it into a tweet, with a little bit of a preamble, then it's been distilled down to a good form. But you can't just type it. Once you've got it down into a good form, once you've typed it, say it out loud. If it's hard to say, then it needs to be adjusted a little bit into words that are that roll off the tongue a little bit better. What are you doing, Squab?
My chair was too low.
And then the story ended, and we never heard from them again.
I had to raise my chair because to be able to see most of my upper body, I would have to get up like this.
All we need is
the words aren't coming out of your upper body; they're coming out of your face hole.
Pie hole's what we called it. But anyway, shut your pie hole. But yeah, I've tried different ways. I did try. Well, I do use the AI stuff once in a while, but it is sort of like you kind of have to slap it around a bit. You take the punching bag and you just kind of like that where it gets knocked off. But you're not wrong in saying like if you can't condense it into like the amount of like how much you would, because it used to be like what 200 120 characters, 240 characters,
something like that. It's 240 now. I really wish that they would bump it up to like 360.
Oh, you gotta pay for that. I'm sorry, you gotta.
Yeah, I'm not paying. I don't make anything. I'm not going to make any money off of Twitter, so it's not going to pay for itself.
That's true. I pay for myself. That's the important part.
Yeah, I mean we do spend quite a bit on this channel. We far more than we make.
Yeah,
but obviously that's not the point, right?
well, to say. So yesterday I was on doing my PIF stream, and I did try to look for you guys, but I didn't see you around. So, or I did, I can't remember. But I was, once I'd gotten done through the night, I was like, okay, I don't even remember how much. I was close to like 150 throughout the whole night. Jeez. I had done overtime the week before, so it's okay. But it was just like I was having too much fun with it, and we at a certain point towards the end of it, we had a streamception, so it was pretty.
There's a what now?
A streamception. So there's another one of the guests I had on Rants, had him on, and he was the last channel we went on, but I didn't know he was watching us. So we went on his channel. We had an infinity mirror of just us, and it's just one after another after another, and I was like, yes. I couldn't stop laughing at it. It was hilarious. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We can do that, but it's streamception, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was an interesting last night having someone else, and I'll have someone else on like the last Friday of the month, because to have someone join in on that thing is sort of like you get everyone else does sort of like, it seems they do like their own form of a rumble raid, but for me it's like this is the point, because you get to see how that not only benefits them, right? It's about them first. And then if someone wants to, they can follow you, whatever. And it's been interesting. So yeah, it was pretty fun. But when I went to go check to see how much it spent, I was like, thank goodness I did overtime.
We've contributed to some Kickstarters and Indiegogos for some of these indie devs, and I'm embarrassed to say how much we spent on some of these.
How much have you
If
spent,
it,
Father?
if it reaches if it reaches 1,000, then you know.
I don't think it's well.
How much have we spent?
How much is too much? $1,000. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
I
Usually
don't
depends.
think we're up to $1,000 yet over the last year and a half, but it's a good amount.
Yeah. Then you're like, squab, let's get to work. Come on, let's go.
That's right.
Pull the horses.
So speaking of squab and getting to work,
Make her work.
she's so over the last 3 weeks, our YouTube chat has sort of. What?
Someone's in trouble.
Okay. Maybe Crafter, also known as Mother of Squab, has just shouted up the stairs to inform me that we have spent at least 1,000 on Indiegogos and Kickstarters.
At least?
She's
How much have we spent at most?
I don't know, but we've spent a lot on the setup of this too.
So
apparently not enough.
That means you're listening. That means you're also welcome on too, Miss Crafter, if you'd wish. Just remember, there will be questions now.
Yeah. No, actually,
Questions.
maybe you should talk to maybe Crafter, because she's entertaining and she has a really cool channel. It's Maybe Crafter.
I just want to test something. Can you hear me?
She is watching downstairs.
Oh well, I thought there'd be a yell up. I was like, "Can you hear me?" Yeah, she hears me.
Yeah, she's gonna get mad at me for telling you to have her on the show, because she's gonna be like, "No, I don't do the live streaming thing."
And
But-
that's okay. You can hide your face. They're called masks. They're called masks.
Actually, we were. That's an aside. Let's get back to Squab. So,
No, let's keep talking about Maybe Crafter.
So our YouTube chat has been blowing up lately over the last several weeks, like the last 3 weeks. Whoa!
Yeah.
Suddenly you can see our whole set.
Yeah.
And Squab has been really into following the YouTube chat and talking to them. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, tell us.
Tell us about how challenging that's been.
Dude, it's so distracting because I want to keep paying attention to them so I don't, ignore anybody.
Yeah.
But I also at the same time have to keep playing, but I always want to look over there. And then I have to get right up over here because I can't see it.
Yeah, because our chat is over. Wait.
The YouTube chat.
Over.
Yes, I am the
way.
chat. I am the chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, that way.
It's not. Okay, so if I look at it on my screen, it's this way. But if I'm pointing in the actual direction, it's this way towards your face.
It's that way.
It's to your left, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and so she'll be like getting right there while I'm looking at the game over here, and it makes it very hard not to die in the game.
Yeah,
I've got this going on, and I'm like I've got her in the first third of my vision.
Yeah.
At the same time, she's getting real close to the mic, and I don't like her to bump it. So I'm like focusing on. Oh God, is she gonna bump that mic? Is she too close to the mic? Where is she at the mic? Get away from the mic, Squab. Yeah, they were asking her questions last night about this game that we've been playing, Poppy Playtime.
Yeah, they were asking me which characters they were, and you had to guess just based on the emojis.
Yeah.
Right.
Got most of the answers right.
Actually, I think you got all of them right.
I didn't get the Nightmare Catnap.
Oh, the Nightmare Catnap. Yeah, that's.
I'm just interested to see how Poppy Playtime will end, because we've already had Poppy in a betrayal sort of sense, and then you've had the ending of the third one. I think it was the
No,
first.
don't tell us about that one.
Don't. We haven't
Still
finished.
working on that.
All right. But
That's we're hoping that we will get to the end of that this coming Friday.
yeah. Well, it's just. Let me just put it this way: it's difficult. The ending is difficult because you have to.
I've seen the ending.
Oh, you've seen the ending? What?
I'm sorry. I watched Markiplier play
Yeah,
it.
she's seen a lot of this stuff.
Nice. Yeah, Markiplier. I've seen Markiplier play. I've seen a few others, but yeah, it's just I'd like to just see how it's going to end, because it seems like the story up till now is sort of like, it's not that much different. Like, someone tried to create the beyond human concept and it went
Yeah.
horribly wrong. And
Mhm.
it's like, okay, where can we go from here?
Right. Well, I mean, what was it? Garten of Banban had like 7 chapters, so I'm sure they can make something useful out of this one or
I think
interesting.
they're only going up to 5, aren't they, for Poppy Playtime?
I heard
4 or 5.
6.
Yeah.
6? Okay.
I think 6.
Which this one?
Let's do a little chat. Chapters. Nope, that's with 1P. All right.
What are you doing, Squab?
I was getting right up on you like this, but I had to burp, so I
Honestly.
pointed that way.
5. Okay, so how many? Yeah, I'm not seeing any. There's 3 chapters so far, but I'm just seeing Reddit. Okay, here we go. Wiki. And then we do that, and then we do this. Shazam. Okay. Let's see. All chapters are premium download content. NFTs, obviously that's something.
Yeah.
The chapter was released. A 4th chapter is planned. All chapters are okay. So it's not really saying how many chapters there are. Or development. Okay, so development release may have chapters. A say of how many chapters are.
Reception, controversies.
Controversy, of course, is always. Oh, NFTs is probably the controversies.
Probably.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that.
That and how much darker the 3rd chapter is from the 1st and the 2nd.
I know you had to.
Yeah.
Those were a little bit lighthearted, not super lighthearted, but definitely not quite as impactful as Catnap
3.
standing over a shrine of bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of different toys and a literal skeleton.
Yeah.
Well, there's if you haven't played it all the way through, you'll see something else towards the end of like what the happy hour is. They'll tell you what happy hour is.
I know what the happy hour is.
Of joy.
Of the hour of joy.
Don't
Joy.
say. I haven't figured it out yet.
I won't. I know that you hate absolutely anything that has spoilers.
Yep.
It's not really giving anything of like, this is Wikipedia, of course, but there's nothing really giving of like how many chapters there will be.
I can't even remember where I heard 6 chapters.
I believe it was Mother.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Sounds like we heard it from Maybe.
There we go.
Maybe.
I had to quench my need to go
Nope, I don't want
on
that.
your bill.
It's very loud in my ears
I'm sorry.
because it echoes through my headphones.
I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
No! You have a hat on.
Let's
You
see.
can't mess with my head fuzz.
Reddit. It's a Reddit piece, so do it as you will.
I think Poppy Playtime will have 5 chapters.
One says 3 chapters, 5. I mean, devs already come.
What?
Okay, it was not Maybe Crafter that we heard that from apparently.
Okay. Well, it says he says here the devs have already confirmed a 4th chapter in Discord shortly after the chapter 2 loss. Mentioned that if one of the scrap characters that might be added in a 4th chapter. So probably 5. So probably 5 total.
Oh, chat.
Chat said it.
You don't have to come all the way
Hey,
upstairs.
congratulations, Maybe Crafter. You made it all the way up the stairs. That means you got to come on camera.
Oh,
Come on.
you can do it.
Yeah. Oh no,
There we
there's
go.
not room.
There's not enough room. That's right. Oh, I thought you removed the chair in the way. Okay.
Oh wait, I get your headphones.
Apparently, you get her headphones.
I know, but
You get
they're
yours.
Sweaty.
Ears.
They're not sweaty.
I don't
Wow.
like your headphones.
No, yeah, that definitely is Squab right there. That's definitely the mom is definitely that you can
That's
definitely tell
good.
Squab is more the mom than dad. So.
There we are.
Yeah. She
Hey,
used to look like more like him, but now she
Oh.
looks more like me.
Yeah, I get told that either it's more my mom or dad, but you have to meet them both in order to make that decision. Usually, if we just meet one or the other, it's like, oh yeah, you look more like them. So then you meet the dad, and like, may have to rethink that one. Well, thank you for coming on. Yes, don't be shy. We don't bite here. Well, maybe the people in the back, but not here. But yeah, no, I think. Hold on, let me share it back again. It looks like they say it might be 6. Chapter 6 is a prequel to the other 5. So yeah, I think it's all about so. Five. We'll just go with 5 right now, and then we'll see what that goes from there. But anyway, yeah, it's an interesting story because of, again, it's about guy trying to build something, do good, and then the mystery of like all this other stuff trying to go beyond human, and then we have the what is it, the what is that creature called, the one with the prototype. That's right, the
prototype, yeah.
The prototype. And so you have that, you will sort of see it at each end of the bosses, right, where you see the prototype kind of reach out and just, or because of the what was it, the mommy one, right, where they saw
mommy long legs.
Mommy long legs. You saw
Man,
just
the jokes that we had for that one.
yeah,
She had legs, man.
Yeah, he wanted to get inappropriate, but
see,
That's a
what
family friendly channel.
yeah, it's what happens when you get tied up in the mommy long legs. So there you go. But yeah, it's just one of those games. It's sort of like, again, when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and there is only at least one interview where Scott Cawthon came on, and that was with Daco, because he won like the 2020 challenge and like the custom night game. He talked about how, he sort of had an idea, but it was sort of kind of reaching that point, because when we get the first game, right, the first FNAF, it's sort of like droplets of water, right, and it's sort of like, who knows, right, who knows. But he did say he was working sort of, once the first one came out, he went on to working the second one, so he had an idea. It's just the whole lore system of it is kind of convoluted, because then enter the books, enter the other games, and it just gets kind of messy. And obviously a lot of people got famous out of it. Matt Pat, who was in the movie, Markiplier, who has played each and every game and is still the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, and then you have Daco and Bit 8, I think, and all these other ones. So you have this thing that started out small, and he's all himself, right? Other than the security night ones, right? Like the security games, those he's doing with the studio. But of course, after the controversial stuff, he kind of just like, I'm done with this. And I think he may give pointers for the Steelwool Studios, but I think at the end of the day, he sort of kind of handed that off. Because who knows where it will go, or if it will keep continuing. But then again, people thought the same thing when he was done, like the third one.
yeah.
And then the fourth one comes out, it's like, are you not done yet? And he's like, we'll see where this goes. So, but yeah, it's just, it's not, and especially if you saw the movie, it wasn't that gory. There were some parts, but it wasn't that gory. And for me, those kind of horror stories are a lot better, because when your imagination...
Yeah.
When your imagination is the central point for fear, then it's a whole lot better than just like, because I'm telling you right now, I can't. No, blood and gore just splattered all at once. Like, that's too much.
Yeah, there's something to be said about those who can do more with less.
Yes.
One of the earliest games that Squab and I played was Nyctophobia, and it was a real quickly thrown together game for a game jam,
right,
by like the smallest of the small indie game developers, named at the time Jamie E 2004. Now he's changed his name. He's rebranding to J Meister. And it's literally, you can't see anything until you fire your gun. And you're walking through this place, and there's a monster somewhere, and you can hear it.
Yeah, I think it's like a spray gun sort of thing. It just like a laser.
No,
that's the LiDAR thing. This is different.
Okay.
Like you shoot, and you only have so many rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you shoot, and it illuminates the area in the screen, and then it goes black again, like immediately. So you just see like the flash of it. So you have to use that to find your way, but the monster can hear you.
Interesting.
So every time you shoot, it's looking for where that sound came from.
Oh yeah.
And it turns out to be like this big, giant, like centipede monster type thing.
I thought it was an ant.
No, it wasn't an ant. It had a lot of body parts. If it was an ant, I would have known.
Oh, well, you are the ant guy.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an entomologist and specialize in ants. Ants are really cool.
You know what?
Until they bite your wife on the ankle and set you on a 6-year path of surgeries and hospitalizations.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's no fun.
That's like what are ants for, right? Like I'm an expert in ants, but I only have a few ants, so you know this is just one of the.
Yeah.
I have one, two, I maybe like 7 or 8 ants, and it's just you if they start biting you at the ankle, you kind of have to shove them off.
Now I got this image of your Aunt Eileen. He would be an ankle biter.
See, that's why you love wordplay, because homonyms are just one of those things you can have fun with, right?
Yeah. I tell you who gets really good into wordplay and puns is so our newest addition back there is a plushie from a game. Oh man, you can't see it. Hold on.
Right
there it is. The redhead down there under the cat.
Yeah, I see it.
Rune Fencer Ilya is that where. There we are. Okay. The developer of that game. And they are just all over Twitter with all kinds of puns. Like there's a plant monster, and they have a little short clip of her fighting the plant monster in a cave full of roses. And they were all like, the good thing about plant monsters is oh man, what was it? It was like you sow you reap or something like that. But then they commented under that and said she really rose to the occasion.
Nice.
Yeah. And they do that with every post.
Oh goodness. Yeah, no, but I recognize the cat one. That's a Sailor Moon cat.
Oh, close.
No?
That is from Little Kitty Big City.
Oh,
Yeah, she and I actually played the demo on that as
nice.
Like a special. What was that? That wasn't a birthday stream. That was like an anniversary stream, wasn't it?
That might have been. No, that was just because Little Kitty Big City came out and I said I wanted to play it.
Oh, okay. Well, so we played the demo together. And then when the actual full game came out, Squab and I started playing that. Wait, no, we haven't played it yet.
No, you haven't played it yet because it's not out yet.
Oh.
I thought it was coming out, but it was just the Little Kitty Big City account talking about some other game that was coming out that day. And so I had this whole setup and everything. I had an intro for it, had music for it, got all the press kit assets built in, and we were ready to go. And then I was like, wait a minute, where is this? It's not showing up where I can buy the full game on here. What's going on? And I went back, and it was just like 15 minutes before our stream.
Yeah.
And I went back and saw, they're talking about another game. I gotta scramble and get something else for us to play right now.
Please.
I was like, I'm so glad I didn't already tweet out and post and everything on all of our social media that we were playing Little Kitty Big City tonight.
And we're gonna change the game here, guys. I'm gonna change the game. But no, that's pretty. I have Steam. Well, I have Steam and Epic, and both are just as bad because I went to look at my Steam a while back because I haven't doing this stuff, and then kind of have full-time work. And I'm of course trying to take care of my health and stuff because whatever. You kind of get less and less on the time thing for playing games. Yeah. So the one recent game I was playing was it was Thief, which was a free game through Epic Games.
Thief, yeah, I've seen. I haven't seen it played, but I've heard of that. Okay, all right, you're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, I'm getting out.
We're gonna get Squab back in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of her headphones either. Get back in here, Squab.
That was a nice appearance, guest. We'll have to put that in by me.
Maybe
we'll have to, maybe Crafter. We'll have to put that in as special guest.
Talking about you.
Maybe, baby.
I want my baby.
Squab is. Oh, they smell weird now.
You do know that Squab is in Harry Potter, right?
Wait, what?
The word squab? I think it is.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah. Let me.
I didn't know what he meant.
I'm gonna adjust this camera.
Oh, I think she lowered my chair on accident.
Oh, I see what happened.
Oh no, you lowered raised
Oh,
camera.
no, I'm sorry. It's squib. It's one
Squib.
vowel off. It's squib, not squab. I was
Yeah.
one vowel off, guys. Okay.
Everybody calls me Squib
Well, you
when they
Yeah.
first hear the name.
Yeah, whenever they read the name for the first time, for some reason they always
go.
call her Squib.
Yep, there you go. A squib, there it is. Squib is a person who's born into a wizarding family but does not possess any magical powers. So you could say you're not magical at all, Squab. I'm sorry.
It's
You're just
also an underpowdered round, like a shooting cartridge. So you get a squib load, and then you're in a really dangerous situation because you have a blockage in your muzzle.
Oh no, I don't want to be a Squib.
Well, now you know that butt load is an actual measurement, so you can use that to your heart's content. Yeah.
And how much exactly?
It's a
Oh,
butt
don't-
load.
butt
Don't
load.
you worry. I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now.
The reason I came back before you guys called me was I got bored. Watching it
good.
was fun.
All
It
right,
was
here we go.
interesting,
Here it is.
but I was bored. I wanted to be on.
A large amount, possibly a variant of a boatload, or perhaps referring to a large container known as a butt. A large amount, originally referring to a large container or butt. So buttload.
Oh.
The butt is an obsolete English measure of liquid volume equaling 2 hogsheads being between 450 and 1,060 liters, or 99 and 230 imperial gallon. Oh, okay. Or
Yeah,
100
imperial gallons as opposed to U.S. gallons.
Yeah. So yes, it is obsolete in a way, but it was still a measurement. So there you go, chat. Use it to
That is the best thing.
There you go. Squab will be like, that's one big boatload, and then class will ask, what do you mean by that? That's not a measurement. It's like, I'll show you. Look at this.
Yeah, it
kids.
is. It's 280 gallons.
That's a lot of boatload.
That's a lot of butt.
That's a dump truck right there.
Yeah. Or like in Nemo, it's like when they confuse the boat with butt. I'm gonna touch the butt. Oh goodness. But yeah, it's I really want to see how Poppy playtime will end, because it feels like Poppy herself is not fully, she does things with,
Don't trust her.
yeah, especially after she derailed you on a train to get out. So,
Yeah.
but I think in essence that kind of plays in part to what the prototype may be, right? Because the prototype is the thing that's like the scariest thing in the world, which if they're going to make it something like the scariest thing in the world, right? Like the big bad, then I hope that they design it enough that it will be, because we've already seen piece of it, right? Like an arm or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like when you make something the big bad, the big dark thing that's not seen yet, you have to live up to expectations. Otherwise, it's disappointing, right?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people probably still complain to Scott Cawthon about Five Nights at Freddy's to some degree. So it's like, it's not scary enough. When it bites off your head, it will be.
Yeah. I get the feeling. I get the feeling that the design for the prototype has already been created and finished out and fleshed out, and it is just kind of giving you little inklings of what that looks like, kind of like in Alien, when I guess they did do like a full-on view of the alien when what was his name, Brett got it in the room with the chains and the water dripping down, but most of the time you only see a little bit of it. And they had that whole thing figured out before,
Jeez, yeah, it's been a long time since I've even seen any of the Alien movies. So,
yeah, I grew up on those.
I did think about playing the what was it? It was an Alien Isolation once, but I never got to it.
Wasn't that the one you tried to get me to play, but I was too much of a sissy to even get through the first part?
Yes. I bet you could do it now, though.
There you go.
That was like a year ago.
I don't know, man. I'm still a real big sissy.
Was that before or after we started the channel?
I think it was before.
Yeah, I think so. I bet you could do it now.
I think it was in like the first years of being in this house.
I say flip for it.
I
say flip a quarter for it. Yeah, just so like heads you do it, tails you don't.
Yeah, I bet you could do it. I bet you could do it.
I need a coin now.
Here, I've got a. Here you go.
You got something.
How did
Show what
you
it
eat
is.
this?
Show what it is.
Oh, ow.
I got
Yeah,
a bag of
that'll
them
work.
over here.
That'll work. That's for your breath when you're trying to keep fresh and people will smell it across the way.
I'm kind of a freak for wintergreen. She hates mint, by the way, like
Anything mint.
all types of mint. But for some reason, she kind of like can't get enough of the smell of wintergreen, even though she hates it. And
I don't-
sometimes she'll eat one.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
don't-
eating them, but I'll eat them.
I don't care for the food type thing, but I will say mint as a smell is a lot better.
Yeah.
Very.
I've
It's
got
like
a peppermint. I've had 2 peppermint plants in a pot out in our front yard.
nice.
We just planted it last week. It's doing fantastic.
Yeah, I think peppermint is good for keeping away certain bugs. I can't remember what. Mosquitoes, yeah, those are nice. And it's very nice when nature builds its own thing and you're like, why am I using this DEET stuff? I just rub a little
Yeah,
lip
right.
on me. Why not make myself smell better? Like this is
Yeah. Fun fact about Maybe Crafter: she's allergic to DEET.
wow.
What's that?
It's
It's
an
in
ingredient that they use in most
bug
bug
sprays.
sprays that you spray on your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I like lemongrass. Lemongrass is always nice. If you ever had lemongrass, oh, that's one of those natural ones. But to have your own would be nice. Or wild raspberries, or was it raspberry,
Ooh.
blueberry, something like that.
Wild raspberries, wild strawberries, wild blueberries. Those are all good.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't eat fresh fruit, sadly.
What? Why? What's wrong with you?
I'm allergic.
You're allergic to fruit? All fruit?
Fresh fruit.
Fresh
If
fruit.
it's
Fresh fruit.
washed, I can eat it.
Well, no, even if
Well.
it's washed. So, like the canned stuff, like canned apples or canned peaches, she can
Mhm.
eat that. But if it's like just an apple,
Is it like the acidity of it or what? They
I
just
have
say-
there's
no
a
idea.
there's a protein in a lot of fruits that is very similar to pollen, and we have some
Oh.
serious allergy issues. The funny thing is, until I was about 5 years old, I
Mhm.
would just walk around the house eating fruit. Apples, pears, plums, peaches.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever had a pear.
And then one day, when I was about 7 years old,
Uh-huh.
couldn't. I was allergic to them. They made my whole mouth and throat itch.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's at least that's a lot better sounding than saying like those who have a peanut allergy, the deathly allergy, right? And they're just like, "Ugh." That's
Yep.
Yeah, but that sucks though because it's like you like you said you can have canned fruit, but having fresh fruit is because I buy like these container of like pineapple pieces, and of course it has an enzyme in it that eats flesh a bit, so you can have fun with that. But yeah, if you've never looked it up, pineapple has an enzyme that kind of eats the flesh. It's not like
The flesh-eating fruit.
yeah, well, it's not like nectocracy or whatever it is, where it's like flesh-eating bacteria. It's sort of like it's just an enzyme in it. But I mean, it's good for you anyway, especially in pizza. But
No. This coming from a guy who only likes cheese on his pizza.
Oh, same, man.
Yeah.
Light sauce, stuffed crust. Oh, that's where it's at, man.
I get like a barbecue sauce, and then I do bacon and pineapple. Or because
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
yes, you are. I see.
I'm
the look in your
judging.
eyes.
No.
You're a monster.
Oh,
You're all monsters.
rude.
You're
you're rude. Hey, man, I have no room to talk. I like light sauce because I don't like the sauce. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Light. What is this light sauce? Is it this sauce that glows on a pizza? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's-
No, no, I don't like the sauce that they put on pizzas. So if you get light sauce at Papa
Okay.
John's, it's Papa John's.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
You can get light sauce where they don't put a lot of sauce on it, basically.
Yeah. It's I was just like because then it'd be radiation, kids. If it's glowing, that's radiation. We don't do that. But I used to deliver for a Papa John's, and in a college town, so that was interesting. But yeah, it's I wouldn't do it again because you can get discounts. When you work there, you get discounts, but you also end up getting fat too. So it's like,
Yeah, I delivered for Papa John's for all of one day. Because I had previously delivered for Pizza Hut for like 5 years, and
Right.
I'm not ashamed to say that I was absolutely phenomenal at it. But I went to Papa John's after that, and I had certain expectations, right? Like we had map books, and at Pizza Hut, where like our entire delivery area was broken up into quadrants.
Right.
And there were like 6 of them. And then you had an entire page dedicated to that quadrant that was sort of blown up so you could see the street names. And I loved that. That was great. I'd look at the map and then I'd be like, okay, this is where this is. And then I'd go there.
Yeah.
Papa John's was like, oh, just get a Garmin.
What's that?
It's what
GPS.
we used to use before you could get maps on your phone. And I was like, okay, yeah, I work at Papa John's, dude. So, and then I asked for change, and they gave me all dollars. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give you this dollar back. I need 3 quarters, a dime, 2 nickels, and 5 pennies. And they looked at me like I was out of my mind and absolutely refused to give me that. And they were like, no, nobody ever asks for exact change. You'll get change when you get out there. Literally the first order I take, he wants exact change. And I was like, all right, fine. That's it. I'm out. You guys don't deserve me.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to worry about that. I just came back. They wanted exact change ticket. Yeah. No, it was in a college town, and of course, that's always a difficulty. But it was just like you end up, your car wears and tears more during that process, and it's just like, yeah, we all like being the recipient of delivered pizza, but if you're the one making the delivery, your tip's not big enough for it to take care of your vehicle and plus gas, and it's just, they don't pay enough. They pay like minimum wage inside and then outside.
Yeah, well, so I made a decent wage because it was above minimum wage. It's actually why I went to Pizza Hut in the first place.
Right.
Because I was working at Burger King before that, and I was making absolutely minimum wage. But then, how long has that been there?
I put it on just now.
Goodness.
I was making absolute minimum wage at Burger King, but apparently that was still too expensive. So they would make me leave like an hour and a half early. So I was paying more in rent than I was making, just rent, not food, gas, anything else, just rent. I was paying more in rent than I was making at Burger King. And across the street, they had the new Pizza Hut. And I went over there and was like, oh, how much are you paying? $1.50 more than I'm making now. Plus you want me to do it for the entire time you have me scheduled? And I make tips? Oh, you got me for the next 5 years.
There you go.
So yeah, and man, I had this plan that I wouldn't spend any of my change, just the dollars. Yeah. Any change that I got in tips went into a mattress bag. Nice. And by the end of the year, I had $800 in that mattress bag. I used it to pay the security deposit on an apartment.
Nice. That's how you do it, kids. Nowadays, you just try to invest in stock and see where it'll take you. But anyway.
Yeah, literally the only thing I'm invested in right now is Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, I have some stock in Rumble, but I've also done some other stuff. Mostly, I've just done stocks that are do payback of dividends and stuff. But you know, it's just mix and match. But anyway, all right, guys, you know where we're at. It's a little bit.
Oh no!
And
is it over?
No.
Squab needs to say stuff.
I know. So, but anyway, this is the time where we as people get to promote ourselves. Not shill, not grift. All that stuff is bull honky. No, promote. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you over here. All right, go ahead and promote yourselves.
There we are. Woo! There's the whole background and everything. So we are HeckintheWhy. I am the RavenDove, and this is my Squab.
Squab!
We are literally a daddy-daughter streaming team dedicated to promoting and showcasing the creative work of small and independent game developers and to help them succeed. You can find us on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitch, all of which are HeckintheWhy, except YouTube where it's at HeckintheWhy. I don't know why they did that. We're on Twitter and on Instagram, and Yeah, we're on Facebook, I guess. But you can find us at all those places. If you can't remember any of them, just go to HeckintheWhy.com. You'll find all of our merch there and links to all of our social media and our channels.
Yeah, I have all their links down below too. Oh gosh, I have all their links down below too. Hold on, I gotta fix my camera. So even if you don't know where to go, their links are down in the description. So just click on any of them, and maybe you'll pop up somewhere. It's like, oh, I'm in the land of the wild. Look. But anyway, I get my thing ready. So you already know the spiel. I streamed to both YouTube and Rumble, and congrats on your 200 people,
YouTube
by the way.
subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm catching up, but anyway, not even close. So I streamed to both YouTube and Rumble. I have my reasons for doing it, but at both places it's at Daramouthe, and then of course I have my fan account Twitter X. I have the Discord, and then I have email. If you'd like the same opportunity to come on, and it's still, I'm still gonna have to go out there and fish in the sense of the word. But if you want the opportunity to come on, you can either DM me at the fan account on Twitter X, you can DM me at Discord, or you can email me. Any one of those work. If you don't want to do any of those, then just leave a comment, because obviously I'll see those two in my notifications. So don't fret, don't worry, don't think you won't have anything to talk about, because the world is wide open and we have everything we can to want to say. So I know that's a tongue twister, right? You're like, wait, what does it say?
Nah, rubber baby buggy bumpers is a tongue twister.
Ow!
But anyway, just go to those three places. If you want to come on, just go to there, and we can get started. Because I've stated this before, I have made it as easy as possible that I'm easier than apple pie. That's how easy I am. You have to go to the grocery store, right? You have to get the ingredients. You have to look at the prices, all that stuff, and then you have to go home. You have to mix the dry with the wet, dry, then the wet, and then mix them together, and then you put it in a pan and you do the crust stuff and you put it in the oven. I've just erased like a couple of those steps, and I said, go to those three places, DM me there, email me there, and we'll have a good time, or to the comments, whichever. But anyway, yes, that's how to do it. Because again, a lot of people who are in my chat, right? A lot of people who are in my chat are people who have been on the show. So it's like, you build that up. But yeah, like I said, congrats on your YouTube thing. Because you guys have been, how long was it that you said? Because you started with your Kicking Rocks channel.
Oh,
and then,
man, yeah. Rock Kicker 86.
My headphones.
Have you watched
fell
any of that,
off.
by the way?
no, but I have seen your YouTube channel, HeckintheWhy. Because I've been trying to, of course, he's seen like the shorts and all that other stuff. Been trying to upload to both platforms, and it's been funny to kind of look at the YouTube side of doing shorts, right? Like some will do great and some won't. Which
Yeah.
I'm not playing the algorithm game. I'm just putting it out there. I do try to make titles that can catch, but then again, it's like the thumbnail stuff and all that. I'm not that great at it. I just know
you can't do thumbnails on shorts on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, on regular like live streams or videos, but it's sort of like, yeah, and that's been the sort of thing too, right? Is trying to find like what works well to draw on more people, because it's not, for me, it's like the conversation is the hit point, but everything else is a bonus. The draw is more of like to see it and then say, would you like to come on? And they'll be like 50-50 on that. Yeah. So that's the draw for me. I mean, I'm trying to build up my credibility is how I describe it. And
just drop this video in their chat.
Just drop it like bombs. But yeah, I still have to go out there, still have to fish people out. But at the end of the day, it's like when I was doing the streaming stuff, when I started it, I didn't think I'd have a full month of people. Whereas March, I really was like pitter patter. You guys were there as well. But now, month of April is, other than weekends, those are special exceptions. Other than weekends, I've had the whole month, almost the whole month full, and I'm looking forward to what I can do with May, because I don't know, right? You never know. So I just keep trying, and I have a lot of people who want to come back too. So there's always that. I can use them. But yeah, it's the difference of trying to do new and old, because again, it's just that trying to like you were saying, condense it down enough that it's that mission statement where you said, this is the thing, There you go. It's so easy that it's easier than apple pie. So I think I'm not going to try to use that as a mission statement, though. That's not going to work. If I say I'm easier than apple pie, that's going to go to a lot of different roads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a
You gotta
second.
play
Get
a
mine
little
out
hard
of the
to
gutter.
get. What?
Hey. No peanut gallery, all right? I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
What did you say?
I said, get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh.
trying to be the adult who's like, I'm over here too. Don't forget me.
I want the guitar. Oh no.
But yeah, so I'm trying to get there. It's just again, you've done your thumbnails pretty well. I just leave the people's faces in it. Mostly the smiling factor. I think smiling helps, but I'm not sure.
It exaggerates some things.
Oh yeah.
And we've done some photo shoots in our house to get some of our facial expressions.
Oh goodness.
That is literally one of them. We call that double chin intensifies.
I was like, I've seen that one before. Which video was that? But I've just done like, and for me, it's like I'm less. Well, one, I don't have that experience. I tried to use GIMP once, and I was like, oh dear Lord, I'm glad I got something.
If you want, I can show you how to use Canva.
What's Canva? Actually, no, I'll just.
You've
I'm
unleashed
sorry,
a
what now?
beast. You've unleashed
Did
a
you
beast.
just say what's Canva?
No!
I see it.
Shut up. We don't have enough time.
It's
I
free.
see it. I see. I know it's free, but GIMP is free too. Like I see that.
No. This is a good free. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
very useful tool.
Okay.
Eventually, we're probably going to pay for it.
Yeah, pro is right. Like the next step for one person. No, you're two
Yeah.
people, so you have to go for teams. Like team
No,
dad
no,
and
no,
daughter.
no. One login, it's fine.
Okay, so what can you describe, at least in a summary form, of what this is?
It's a lot of things, but it has, if you go up into the search bar, click on that little magnifying glass there.
I see it.
and
Okay.
type in YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm going. And then what? Thumbnail.
There you go. Click on that.
Uh-huh.
Give it a second. Did it take it?
Yeah. No, it's here.
Oh, we don't see it.
What?
Yeah, we don't see it.
We still see a perfect fit for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still on the. Stop sharing that one because it brought up.
It opened a new tab, didn't it?
Yeah, it opened a new tab. So
yeah, it does that.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. And then you can upload your own files from there using the upload thing. You can just drop everything into that square right there, and it's the exact right size for YouTube thumbnail.
You know, I think I've used Canva before.
You might have in one of your classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the old school I went to online, the one I hated.
Let me see. Yeah, because I'm not that intricate. My thing is I'm not that intricate. Not like having the knowledge would be helpful, but it's like I'm just bare bones. All.
Well, I mean, you could just put like a picture of your face on there, and then add some words, some text.
Oh, really?
Words.
Yep.
So is it like a layer thing where you add words on top of the picture? Because that's almost like a meme thing, right? Where you can just. I wonder if you can make memes with this.
You can, yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. But no, thank you for that. Yeah, because I'll definitely come back to it later. But yeah, it's sort of like, because I mean, it seems like it's one. My thing is once you make a product, ease of use, right? Like YouTube does with its stuff. And hold on, I'm gonna get out of this. So I'm gonna show you. So a while earlier today, I got the email saying that one of my videos would be unable to be seen in a territory, right, or whatever. Like it was a song. It was a.
That's
song.
interesting.
Yeah, because there's stuff on Rumble, like a while back on a.
Oh yeah.
So the previous PIF stream, I was watching a creator. I was giving to a creator while he was watching WWE, and they are very hit heavy on YouTube. So I got hit by that, but it wasn't like no copyright strike, whatever, just content ID claim. But they would limit your viewability because of that. So,
Yeah.
but the thing of it is, right, is YouTube offers these tools that it can automatically just trim that stuff out, and you're good. Right? That's all I did is I used their tools and it was done. And that's the thing that that has made YouTube what it is because of that ease of use. Of course, Google money, Google resources, that's the big one. But when you have intuitive tools like it seems like Canvas does, you can make your thing more widely used than Apple. That's what Apple's built on is intuitive use.
So they say.
To a degree.
But yeah, I mean, I can make one of our thumbnails on Canva in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Big Shot. Okay. Whatever. Yeah,
see, this is what happens. Sit in your chair.
But yeah, because I want to, let me, nope, I don't want to remove that. I'm going to go to my creator studio, or YouTube studio. Sorry, I got to see if it's still in there or not. Just checking on my live thing. Okay, so it's still good. Okay. Yeah, because, oh no, it's copyright. Okay, so let me do this thing. I'm going to show you my back end, but not like that. But anyway, so this, there was another thing here too, but this is like stuff like this, like content ID, no impact, but I can take it off. But look at what they offer, right? You can trim out the segment.
Yeah.
You can replace the song.
We've gotten this before.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few games where actually Nyctophobia was one of them.
Yeah.
Where they had some music in the background. It was actually not even music. It was just like ambient sound, but apparently it had been used somewhere else before.
Yeah.
And it showed up as a copyright claim, but not a strike.
Yeah. Content.
And then we've had some other things where it was all like, no, you can't have this in here. You need to cut it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, I'll show you what your because your shorts that I did. Hold on.
Bunny ears.
You've always had bunny ears. Okay, so here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I gotta go. So here are your two right here, and they've done pretty well so far. I think the Street Fighter one, but I don't too care. But I just wanted to show you how well your videos is, because there's the one right here of yours. I gotta add your stuff in, and then I think the Street Fighter one. Oh, where did I put it? Where is it at? Where is it at?
It was remembering the heartwarming Street Fighter.
Yeah. I gotta add your info in, so that way the views from it can lead to you guys as well, because that's what I've found can work in helping content creators I've had on, is that I can use that faction, because Rumble is testing its recommendation engine right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's kind of, you could tell it's kind of needs some work, because they either recommend like the same video twice or whatever. So, but if I can use YouTube short stuff and then leave your stuff in there, that will lead to your end, whatever end it may be.
Yeah, we do the same thing. All of the games that we play, we put a link to either the Steam or the itch page in the description for every one of them.
Yeah, and like you saw earlier, like not a lot of them do well, but the point of the matter is that I'm just using this system because, one, it's another form of for the stream itself, right? Like you take from the stream, but I know that's why I use Opus. I use Opus because I'm just doing the editing factor, the AI portion of it just is I'm not lazy. It's just I don't have the knowledge, and like I just let it do the majority of the work. I'll just edit. So
yeah, we use DaVinci Resolve. We get pretty in depth.
I do have DaVinci Resolve. It's just I don't. I
There's a lot to learn about.
Yeah, I am not in depth. It's like right now I have like FL Studio, but I haven't really. I've tried, but it's just like pattern music where you just add a thing, make a pattern or whatever. So, because that's what Pogo uses is FL Studio, and it's just like.
Well, really?
Yeah, he uses FL Studio. Yep, he uses FL Studio. I
would not have known that.
Yeah,
I used to play around with that way back in college days.
I bought the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You spoke. You got to get. Now you have to say.
Squab needs to speak.
Okay, so I was supposed to edit a video. It was Pizza Possum,
Mm-hmm.
but I never ended up getting around to it.
What we need to do is we need to put DaVinci on your computer over here so you can work on it here.
Yeah.
Do it, Dad. Come on, dude.
Well, she's about to start her own channel too, so
yeah.
Yeah, it's it's been interesting to try to, because again, in the end, I'm not. The only way I would try to work on getting more people is to have them on, because this is the thing too, right? I just learned that Conan O'Brien, right?
Uh-huh.
So he has his own podcast thing, right? I can't remember what it's called, but I just learned he was on the Jimmy Fallon show, I think a few days ago, whatever, and he was talking about how the people he would talk to his podcast or whatever, right? Or because he would do a call in with people all over the world. He's now doing a special, like a special bit of showing up at those people's places and not telling them about it. And they're just like, that he has more money than I could do to do something like that. But that's not the ultimate aim, but that's the aim of just talking to other people. I've had content creators on, I've not content creator on, and it's mostly just online. But one day to have the opportunity, because you'll have this blatant crapola of about the politics and stuff and all this, and like how many people are actually talking to each other rather than just spitting each other's eye on the internet, right? And so when you have that thing where, and I don't see it very much from content creators, it's just from him, but when you have content creators who take that sort of thing, right? Like I'm trying to, but I'm not making millions of dollars, whatever, to do so. But you take that thing and you can just spread it across other people, inviting people on. That's what I'm trying to do, is try to invite other people on, whether they're creators or not. The point is not if they're a creator or not, it's that they're a person who has thoughts and perspectives about the world, and we can have our disagreements, but we can have those moments where we can have that aha and just keep going. I what was it like Rants I've had on, he was on straight. It wasn't a pitch stream, but I had him on straight, and it was close to a little over 4 hours. I've had people on where it's been and that's organic, right? That's organic community conversation. It's not, what are the topics? What are these things? I get why that is, but for me, it's like when I can take something and make it as organic as possible, and it goes longer. Obviously, there have been times where I've been tired. I'm like, okay, we're hitting that point. Or there's that internal thing that hits you, and it's like, I think it's time to end this. But when it's organic enough that people can see, you go and you can go for a long time. Again, I get why people do topics. It's okay. Don't listen to me. My thing is, like, I just didn't see enough organic. I just didn't see enough of talking to non-creators or creators that weren't big or whatever, because it's like, again, it's just stuck in the circle, stuck in the groups or whatever. I mean, some have meetups or whatever, but there's a danger with that.
So there's another streamer that we follow on Twitter called That Grumpy Scotsman. You want another one of these, huh? There you go. And he was just talking earlier today on Twitter about those people who just follow and interact with bigger channels in the hopes that they'll get bigger by doing so. And how it's better for everybody to just sort of support each other, no matter what size they are. And that's the approach that we take. Like, we'll interact. We tweet at Hideo Kojima every once in a while. He never responds to us, but we tweet at him because he's makes some of our favorite games. Like my favorite game of all time right now is Death Stranding.
Nice.
Speaking of which, Conan O'Brien is in that.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
He gives you the otter hood.
Yeah.
Why does she eat them? I don't understand this.
But the thing of it is right where Conan O'Brien is, he's like a hard to reach place. So you go to him, and it's just like, and there are other people on there too. Like, I think.
Yeah, he's down there with the cosplayer.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, when I saw that, well, of course I think he had Hideo on the show when he was still, doing his night show. But yeah, it's but for me, like, yes. Reaching out to big ones would be a great thing, and most likely would just be the like normal person having a conversation, whatever. But the thing of it is, right, it's like I do have to get visibility and credibility, because how can I get more people on if I can't be seen more? That's That's the only thing, right? Yeah, again, it's conversation, and then likes, followers, donations, whatever. Those are all bonuses to the ultimate thing, which is having conversations with others. And it's worked out so far. Am I making millions? No. But the point of the matter is where the conversation can lead you and what you can make out of it. Because
Yep.
we've gone from talking about Poppy playtime to cosplay like a Conan O'Brien. So you've got that
Yeah.
going right there.
Yeah.
And we got a special guest on, so that was something there.
Yeah. Special appearance by Maybe Crafter, mother of
Maybe
Squab.
Crafter. Maybe Crafter. She crafts, but maybe.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole point of the name. Was that she had just started crafting and she wasn't super good at it,
Well,
and she didn't have a whole lot of confidence. But
yeah.
she would look at something and she'd be all like, "I bet I could make that," and maybe she can. And it usually turned out that she could.
Nice.
So she's fantastic now.
Yeah.
Speak, Squab.
Thank you.
Open thou beak.
Okay. So actually, the reason it was called Maybe Crafter, the first reason before the whole thing was because it was Mom and Baby Crafter, because it was supposed to be me and her.
I came up with the name. I know.
Mom and Baby Crafter, but we never did the full video with each other.
I'm getting two different stories here. I don't know what to believe anymore. It was
both. It was at the same time. It was both.
And let me tell you the title. It's written in there wrong. It's a lie.
Yeah, your whole life is a lie, Squab.
Oh dear goodness. I go with the Calvin and Hobbes moment where the dad says his Calvin is like, you were a Kmart Blue special or something like that.
What?
That is a reach back for a reference right there.
Yeah. Calvin and Hobbes, man, that's been so long. I probably still have one of the books somewhere, but
I've got 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's then there's also I think there's a documentary on YouTube where there's this guy who's like, because Bill Watterson never shows himself. You maybe see pictures of him in the past, but you never see him. So it's one of those elusive creators, but in a way he kind of builds up the mystery of who is this person, right?
So
And
you and I grew up on Calvin and Hobbes. But
Yeah.
what about you? What did you grow up on?
Barney.
What kinds of stuff do you? No, not Barney.
Oh,
Barney
no.
was a thing when I was a kid.
What was the
Sesame
show?
Street?
I have the little stuffed animals, the red guy with the little bumps on it, and the
Elmo.
Yo Gabba Gabba.
yes,
Oh,
Yo
Gabba
Gabba Gabba. I grew up on that.
Yep.
I remember when Teletubbies came out, so that's how long.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Tell me about some of the Teletubby stuff you've seen.
Oh, like the Teletubbies?
Yeah.
Go watch North of the Borders, Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. Yeah, North of the Border is a crafting channel, but he's
Oh.
hilarious. He
Yeah.
he
It was
starts
fun-
his thing with I can't remember what's his name.
Uh-oh.
Well, whatever. He says, my name is blah, 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 and I make tiny, nerdy things. And then, like, he's made, like, a realistic Super Mario and, like, a
Nice.
realistic Minecraft character. And he wanted to take a shark and a Tyrannosaurus and make, like, what both of those combined would look like.
Oh no.
It's a
It's really cool
Sharkosaurus
stuff.
Rex.
The Sharkosaurus Rex, yeah.
Sharkosaurus Rex. I can just imagine he took the
Oh.
Tyrannosaurus Rex Rex's head off and just put the shark's head on, and that was it.
Oh, no.
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 Oh, goodness.
You have to
It's
go
like
watch
a whole
video.
body shark with,
Jeez.
like, T-Rex legs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, and you should see he made a realistic Barney, the dinosaur, but he was an actual dinosaur.
Oh,
Forgot about that.
oh goodness.
And he made
yeah.
a T-Rex with flamethrowers.
Yeah.
See, I grew up on, what was it? It was like Sesame Street was a big one.
Yep.
But
yep.
PBS, I would say PBS was the big one where you had all those shows. And then,
Yeah.
of course, you had like Saturday morning cartoons was like a big thing until they just stopped altogether.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, are you old enough to remember? Sounds like you are. Saturday Japanime.
Was that Fox?
I think so.
because Fox would have Fox Kids,
Yeah.
and then there was WB, as long
Mhm.
as that lasted anyway, and then you would
Yeah,
have
Kids WB.
then you have what was it? You'd have ABC. They do one Saturday morning, if you could remember that.
Yeah.
I can remember the song "One Saturday Morning," and then and just all these different ones because that was public broadcasting, basically. You know,
Yeah.
they'd have the shows and stuff. Like what was it? PBS would have Magic School Bus, right?
Yep.
I always remember that one. Yeah, Miss Frizzle. Not your current one.
Not the new one.
Yes.
OG Magic School Bus.
That's right. OG Arthur.
Yep.
Arthur. Yep. That was
Have you
pretty.
ever seen Yo Gabba Gabba before?
I've heard of it, but I'm too old for that, so it's not my cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be a parent to have watched that.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I was old enough. I'm not a parent. Come on. Gosh. I remember Barney back in the day and the other cast of characters. I can't remember them. Bebop. That's right. Bebop I think was one.
Yeah.
I remember when the Barney movie came out. That was something.
But you have to have a child that have to watch stuff like Yo Gabba Gabba and really young
As an adult?
kids.
Yeah, I know.
As an adult.
That's why I say stuff like Sesame Street, where you'd have all the counting and all the song stuff. Like, you know, there's when they bring up the 12 one, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, I go to this awesome math tutoring place. I'm not gonna say what it is. But they gave me.
It's Mathnasium. It's fine.
Oh, they gave me a birthday card yesterday,
What did it say?
and so
What did it say?
thing on the cover was why can't a nose be 12 inches? And I've used this joke before.
Word
Because it would be a foot.
It's a dad joke.
And then inside the card, they did some awesome rhyming.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8. Whose birthday is it to celebrate?
Yours?
Squab, because I'm not going to say my real name. Hooray.
Squab's birthday. Or you could have just said it's my birthday, that sort of thing. That would have worked too. It's like, your name is mine? No.
Yeah. That's funny because a lot of people in our YouTube chat keep being all like, Squab sounds like not like your given name. And obviously it's Squab. Who names their kid Squab?
I've thought about that sometimes.
Parents who name their kids Absidae, ABCDEF.
Yeah, or Apple.
Wait, people actually name their kids that?
Yes.
There was a comedian I heard say that. So, and then I can't remember the other ones. It was a very adult comedian, but he said that. I was like, why? Oh, hey, Alpha.
Hi.
Alpha is another one. Alpha is an Australian.
Hi.
Nice.
He's been on as well. Good day there, good sir. That's his. I need to
give me one.
He's a bit better.
Okay, Squab.
It's like you try to really grasp at the accent itself, but you just go all over the place, and you just like, how did you get here? But yeah,
Maybe Crafter. Every time Maybe Crafter tries to do an accent, it turns out to be like a mix between Scottish and Russian.
Would you like to play a game of croquet? Now, if you want to know an easy word in Russian, it's "niet," which is no. "Niet." So when Dad asks you if you want your peas, you say "niet." I veto them.
Oh, I like peas.
I don't want the peas.
I
The
like
peas are
peas.
gross. They
Peas
get
good.
mushy.
That's a little Italian there. You trying to get
They get mushy.
They get mushy.
They're like borscht.
I come from the land of down under.
She always puts the mince in her mouth, and they make her make a face. I don't understand.
That sounds like the worst. That sounds like the worst visitor to Russia ever. It's like I'm here trying to speak your language. I don't know where it's going to go from here. It's a little crazy. Yeah, trying to do accents is more of like just having fun with it because I could try to do an English accent, but then there's a wave of just like so many varieties of it, and Australian is
People wanted me to do a British accent on stream.
ye-
I just got an angry text from Maybe Crafter.
you've been outed like a roller coaster. Oh, that's Australian still. I'm trying to do English. Once you do Australia, well, then again, Australia's not too far from English. Obviously, it's just the cousin they put in prison. Really, the Australians were Brits that were so bad they got their own continent.
Yeah.
What?
Australia was originally a penal colony.
Yeah, that's right.
All
Prison-
I heard was
prison colony.
penal
Of course.
Penal.
colony.
You're
The penal
11.
system.
Yep. No, it was a prison colony. They sent
Oh.
the prisoners there.
James,
See,
So
that's what I
Maybe
thought you
Crafter
meant.
says in Mother Russia, you don't do accent do you.
that's almost like it's a little too down in the gutter. But I'll do like a Chuck Norris one. Like Chuck Norris went to Russia, and they agreed they should speak English. Everyone's afraid of Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's when you can have a fun within the accent, even if you get it wrong, it's okay. But people, there's a difference. There's imitation, and then there's emulation.
What?
Emulation is listening to people how they say it. Like, we're getting word from the just as in we're getting a. I realize the stream is a bit behind in my. I am so sorry, Alpha. I do try hard. And Alpha's a great guy. He told me he takes martial arts. I believe he said he was a professor of computer science at a school. He's gonna slap my hand for that one, but yeah, he was fun to have on. It was right after a Pip stream, and but again, it's like you bring these people on, you don't know very much about them, and then all of a sudden you see this kaleidoscope. It's like taking the prism, right, and you just see the rainbow behind that light they shine.
Yeah.
Not everyone shines a light, but you get the idea. But that's
Yeah,
what the
I
point.
can
Yeah, go ahead.
usually do a decent accent as long as it's impromptu.
Yeah,
No. You just stay here.
do it.
I can usually do a
it.
pretty decent accent as long as it's impromptu.
I
If
want your
somebody
English.
asks me to do one, like 2 weeks ago, our YouTube chat asked me to do a British accent,
Yeah, do it.
and
Oh,
I've
then they
done a
asked,
British accent before, but I could not think of how to do it.
then they tried to ask me to do one.
Yeah, we tried to get her to sing on the
Oh,
last stream.
there he goes. He's a uni tutor, not a professor. I apologize. So he corrected. He's a uni tutor. Tutor. That's a homonym for you right there.
There we go. There's our play on words.
I'm awful at accents. Yeah, I've seen people like I did have an English guy on who did a good American accent, and now you know why that they're playing more of us in movies. So, you know,
Yeah. Well, I actually recently saw somebody. I can't remember if he was British. I think he was British. But he tried to do an American accent, and it sounded terrible.
like
Horrible.
what you guys all about? What's up, my people?
Yeah, worse than that, if you can imagine.
It's like a Russian trying to do an American accent. I come from California. Let's play game.
We're probably being so offensive right now.
It's fine. It's all in good fun.
It's only offensive when you start throwing gamer words out there. Then it's offensive.
Yeah. All right. Feet down. Sit straight.
Because
Stay
I'm
still.
trying to.
Oh, that's a hard ask for me.
Because I'm trying to remember how to do an English accent. And now people say British, but I'm like, British is our term. English is sort of like there's English to language and there's English to country. Because
Yeah.
it's called England, right? England.
Yeah,
Do
if I was going to do anytime I try to do a British accent, I usually start with the word blimey, because that's what gets me into that mode. There's always there's a starting point with these things.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
You know, like an anchor word that you start with, and then
Go
it's
ahead.
like your mouth remembers how to do it.
I would try, but I'm on stream in front of.
Do it anyway.
No, I can't even do it in front of my bestie. There's no way I'm gonna do it in front of 3.
So the way for
4 other people.
the Australian accent one is sort of like with Monty Python, right? Because they would do like, "Hey, Bruce, how's it going, right there, Bruce? Yeah, I like seeing you too, Bruce. Yeah." There's that whole skit they do where they just say Bruce all the time. It's like, all right, there you go.
Yeah, I used to do like "G'day, mate," because I grew up on hey, stop it. Grew up on Crocodile Dundee,
Right.
and then right, and that's not a knife. This is a knife. And I'd go to Outback Steakhouse and ask for cheese fries, please.
Oh, I want cheese fries.
Cheddar? You
I
want a bit
shouldn't
of
have said
cheddar there? There's a band I'd listened to. It's called Flight of the Conchords, and they would have a Kiwi accent, which is sort of it's within range, but it's not too far. It's like, in the Jermaine there, he just go right off of the belly. But there's also that too, because my parents would watch a show that was like, there was a zoo in Australia, right? And you would hear these women, they have a very high tone. They had a very high tone. They have a talk. I mean, they're women, obviously. They have a very high tone, but there'd be some men too who would have a higher tone. You'd be able to.
It's kind of a weird thing about, like, anytime I see people from Australia speak on TV, that it's always sort of a high pitched tone, right? I've never heard like a baritone, like a deep voice Australian talking like this.
No, you don't hear that if you have an English accent, like,
oh, you want some cheese fries, please?
I want cheese fries now. You have to give me cheese fries.
I said
now.
it twice. I shouldn't have said that.
And they call him Sherlock Holmes, eh? There he is, right here.
There's your Cockney accent.
Yeah, it's so funny. Americans do the Cockney accent. It's like, oh, well, you right, and then they do like the Lucky Charms Irish, like, oh, my Lucky Charms. But you saw in the Poppy Playtime where Jacksepticeye, he does that Irish, but when you see his streams, he's not like, it's not that strong. It's sort of
well, the funny thing about that is, like, people try to, when they ask him to do voice work on their game, they always ask him to be as Irish as absolutely possible. Apparently, he's getting kind of tired of that because he wants to do other accents.
That's like, be more Gaelic, be more Gaelic. I don't know how to be Gaelic. Can you just calm it down there?
That's Scottish.
Oh, well, no, there's a channel called the Try Channel, and there's a bunch of Irish people. Well, they mostly drink sometimes, but they eat snacks, whatever. You just hear them, like, they say car, they just like, I'm trying to think. And then one of the ones I remember is the movie, what was it? X-Men, First Class Mutants. So you have Michael at the end of it, right? Michael Fassbender, he's supposed to be doing an English accent because he's Ian McKellen, right? But at the end of it, you can hear him switch to his Irish accent. He's like, brothers in arms. And he just sort of does that because he sort of forgets, but he gets better, I think, in the second one. But yeah, just trying to do when I try to do an Irish accent, it just falls apart. And it's just like, and Scottish is a little hard because you try to get real deep into it. You try to roll your R's like you're on a ship. Get my brown parts, can't
Are you Shrek?
No, that's not me. But an English accent is sort of like you kind of
Brave.
You kind of have to.
Oh, Ray.
Right. Oh yeah, Brave
Roy.
too.
His name's Roy.
Me
right?
mother's
Ray.
a bear.
Roy.
Me mother's a bear.
My mother is a bear.
I cursed her with some tart and all this stuff. But doing an English accent, I try to do it like there's a light one where you sort of get into a rhythm where you're talking at such a pace. It's a pitch perfect pace where you're trying to get that, and it just all falls apart when you're trying to do all of the accents because there's a big three. I know it's like Irish, Scottish, and English because but then you have Welsh, which is sort of like, can you do it? And all that stuff too. So, but yeah. It's just having fun. It's like, how do you poke holes into to sound better? It's like, I don't know. This is not going to go well. But yeah, it's too much fun. But I don't do it too often. I just want to do like funny voices, like whatever comes to mind.
Funny voices.
Funny voices.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh goodness.
See him reading Hank the Cow Dog.
What? The
Okay.
cow dog. What?
Hank the Cow Dog.
Dude,
yeah.
do
this is a book series.
Okay.
What's the rooster's name?
The JT Cluck.
Yes! Do your voice for JT
I gotta
Cluck.
warm up for JT Cluck.
Warm up! Do it!
No, I can't.
Please.
It takes way too long to do.
Do Hank.
I'd like to
JT Cluck.
That sounds Irish there.
I don't know what you've been doing down there, sir, but you've been getting in the chicken house again.
That sounds like a drunk farmer. It's like I've been there before.
He's a
If you
rooster.
remember. Oh, he's a rooster. Oh, he's a rooster. Okay.
Drover. What's his name?
So Drover's a really high-strung dog. So oh man, it's been so long since I've done Drover's voice.
He stutters a lot.
Hi, Hank. What are you doing down here?
Yeah, that's him.
I thought those were on the other side of the lemons.
Oh yeah. He stutters because he's high energy. High energy. Welcome to Doghood 101. Energetic.
I don't have a hood. I have an umbrella.
Hank, do Hank.
Hi again. Hank the cow dog here. We were going down to the ranch the other day, and I saw old Pete the barn cat, and
Nice.
I treated him something good. Let me tell you.
I almost felt like there was a Hank Hill moment. It's like, God dang it, Bobby. Wait, dang it, Dale. Just stuff like that. It's not that easy, but like it's like near, far, near, and stuff like I tried to do Elmo once, but I can only do the laugh because Elmo requires a very high.
Oh, what is Elmo's voice again?
Well, even like the actual original voice of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Like I heard him explain his process once.
Yeah.
And he basically talked about it like he had to warm up for that. Like he started out with the and he would do this for like 10 minutes until finally his voice and his vocal cords were at the point where he could be so he would even like the original creator of that voice had to work at it to get into that zone.
My judge,
yeah.
Mickey Mouse impression.
Do it.
You
Really?
can't do it with a mint in your mouth.
Oh, you think you're the greatest, huh? I've seen better actors than you in my lifetime. Then again, I watched South Park where Mickey Mouse was sort of parodied in that one. So
yeah, well, hasn't everybody been?
Ayo! That just makes it sound worse. But no, then there's Elmo was like the only thing I could get for Elmo was his laugh, like. That's the only thing I can do of Elmo.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to work on my Elmo now.
Then it's sort of like the Elmo's like, can you play again? Because that's as good as I get.
Wow.
Like,
dude, so there's this streamer. Maybe I think I'm gonna have to nudge her to reach out to you, but her name is Vandra O, like the letter O. But just call her Vandra. And she did a Lois voice from Family Guy the other day because she does voice acting.
Great.
She's actually one of the voices. She's the voice of the administrator on We Are Not Alone, which is the game that we were playing earlier this week.
Oh.
And she did this Lois impression, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's Lois.
Oh yeah. Alex Bornstein.
It was amazing. You would not have been able to tell it wasn't her. Lois Griffin.
Actually, surprise for you, I did get to voice a game once.
Oh, did you? Which one?
It's an old game. It was just a project made by the creator. I'm trying to bring it up. Nope. I gotta bring.
We're not opening another tab here or anything to write down the name of this.
No. Let's see. I've got to share. What? Come on. Share it.
Stop eating them.
Then I've got to do my. Okay, we're at Steam here.
Okay. Here's my I'm ready for my Mickey Mouse ice cream. Mickey Mouse impression.
Here, do it.
I can only do his laugh.
Okay, so this This
It's
is
pretty
the game that I got the voice in. It's called Cat Interstellar. Now, of course,
Cat Interstellar.
the creator didn't do anything with after, but there's a voice, a robot I do that asks the dog some question, whatever, or saying. So I don't know if you'll know it or not, but it's just a walking. There's nothing really to do in here. But yeah, I did voice the character in this, and he was just like, the creator was like asking people like, would you like to voice? And I was like, sure, why not? And I got to voice like one character. I could have voiced more, but I decided not to. But yeah, I just asked like the dog, the main character that's going around, to some question or whatever. So yeah, I did voice one game, but that was it. So
Well, Squab wants to do some voice acting, and I do too. So I think we're gonna keep our ear out for the next indie game developer that needs voice acting and reach out to them.
just do background characters like someone. Just do like someone.
Yeah. That reminds me of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, where the guy was like,
Now, if I'm
like
on my
10 minutes.
own and I'm in the zone,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah.
I may not be as good as I think, but I'm pretty sure I could do some pretty good sounds like that.
Sound.
Some what sounds?
Just any sounds in general, as long as they're not supposed to be like actual like sounds you would hear in day-to-day life. I can make stuff like that.
There you go. Oh, that's professional work. Professional work right there.
Professional work right
Sound like you're choking an animal or something. Goodness. Why did it sound like a? Why did it sound like a? What was it? Why did it sound like a chicken was dying? What are you doing?
Well, okay, there's our seal.
There's a. I can do some Pokemon ones. There was a creator I saw who could do like all 150, but I was like, seal. Squirtle, Squirtle. Stuff like that. Yeah, hey, that's what happens when you watch Pokemon a little too much. But anyway,
Yeah.
Charmander's a sort of like a Charmander. It's a little higher up there.
I was about to do a Pika, but I'm not.
Do it.
No.
Which Pokemon?
Pikachu.
Pikachu. But I can't do it like her. The lady who does it, man, she must be paid a lot of money. That's the face right there.
Pika-pee?
Nah, yeah, that sounds like Raichu or something like that.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Trying to find an easier one. That's Krabby. That's Krabby right there.
Oh.
The easiest one you could do is slow. Slow.
Yeah.
Then you have Slow King. Yeah, it's funny when you can do that, but it's been it's fun when you could just mess around with it and have fun with it. Otherwise, it's just like meh.
Dad, do your dog sniffing because we're on about sound effects. Do the dog sniffing.
When I was a kid, I mastered the sniffing of a dog. Because I had a dog.
No, we don't need to know that story. Look, I understand that's how dogs do it. It just sounds like a Blair Witch moment. Like, we're not gonna get out of the forest. I was like, that just sounds like, yeah, that just reminds me of the, a horror movie thing like that. See, there you go. You should go for like horror games and just like if it can get you in, Yeah. Well, but yeah, you just like for me it was just by pure accident because the guy was asking like, would anyone like to? And some people did. I don't know if all were voiced, but yeah, you just have to find the opportunity and maybe with all these games you show off, maybe the devs will think of you in the future and to be like, yeah,
maybe.
But Squab will have to work on her tranquility phase.
Yeah, calm Squab. That's a rare sight.
I get all I get all across the universe with that sort of mantra
I'm
right
gonna
there.
peck your eyes out.
Hey,
I'll kick you out of the nest.
hey. Well, we don't threaten violence on this channel, young lady. That's a little off. But yeah, it's fun. We can
I
have
hit
fun
my
with it
eyebrow.
because there. I mean,
It burns.
again, when you have VAs, yes, I understand there's about improving and all this stuff, but when you could just have fun with it, because there's a difference of having fun with something and it being a hobby and then like your job. Because once something becomes your job, you just like you begin to slowly not look forward to it. Like full-time content creators, it's just like, you know.
Yeah. Do you know how much I want to work on computers anymore?
Not really much. Oh, let me see what's wrong here. Did you turn it on and off again?
Yeah, like
Is it plugged in?
The Wi-Fi card, like I said, on our streaming computer went out like the day before sometime earlier this week.
Yeah,
everything was fine, and then it wasn't.
So you should get together with Alpha then, because he does computer programming to a degree, and so you have all that. So there you go. I think we stopped by his stream last night, and he was doing some showing of some algorithm of which he's teaching in at uni. So there you go, computer guys. You just like, the coding, I know the hardware. Let's get to it.
Well, I mean, I've done a lot of both. I mean, I've done some programming in C++ and C# and Python. I do a lot of scripting with PowerShell and VBScript.
Yeah.
And some batch file stuff. A little bit of Bash. I did Apple scripting once. That was an interesting afternoon where I had to have something work and I needed to learn how to do Apple scripting like in one afternoon. So that I could make this thing happen. That was when I was doing mobile device management.
Nice.
Now I'm in cybersecurity, so I'm a cybersecurity architect.
I was trying to go for because I have my CompTIA A+, and I was trying to go for Security Plus, which is another branch. But I was like,
yeah, I've got both of those.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's a bit of a jack of all trades. There you go.
Yep.
There you go, right there, jack of all trades. Yeah, I got my CompTIA A+. Luckily enough, I got into a program that my city offered, and I got it for free. But trying to go for Security Plus was difficult. I was so close. I can't remember how many points it was off. I was probably off maybe within a 10-point range. And I was like, I don't have enough on-hand skill in order to do this. The one thing I think got me through the CompTIA A+ was with my job, I got on-hand projector.
Yeah.
And projectors nowadays are going to become less and less because, little people use that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, so like in schools, for example, they're replacing all of the projectors with interactive displays now. Like not even smart boards anymore, like actual like touchscreen displays
iPads,
that are up on carts or mounted on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. The days of the ultra short throw interactive projector are over.
Yeah, I remember going to a kids museum once, a long time ago, where it was like you could interact with the screen, right? Like you do all this stuff. There was one that was like a plane simulator. It was very short, but yeah, the days are going out fast because nowadays you could just mirror it, right? You could just mirror it to all that stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, and
what are you gonna do when you grow up, Squab?
There's never an answer to it.
I'm sorry. I actually didn't hear your question.
What are you going to do when you grow up?
Oh, I want to be a vet.
Yeah, she wants to be a veterinarian.
Nice. I'll be honest with you. You, as an adult, you really don't truly know until you actually find it. Because for me, it was like I was going for the computer stuff because, one, I've set up my computer. I've built it. I figured, the CompTIA stuff was the way to get in. I haven't gotten any job that will get me entry to get more hands-on, because that's the thing I'm missing is hands-on, touching all the stuff, just to get that experience. And so when I hit upon this, it was like that was the thing that clicked, and I was like, I'd rather do that. I mean, it's easy, but it's not easy in the sense of like,
I mean, It kind of is, I guess, but it's not. I mean, you can watch a lot of different channels and find. Yeah, I've tried Try Hack Me Alpha. I thought it was okay. I liked Hack the Box better. But yeah, a friend of mine, a colleague at work, uses Try Hack Me for some stuff, and he likes it a lot. But yeah, I mean, you can look at different channels and different people doing the exact same thing, and you can really see a difference in quality based on the people who know how to do it and the people who have seen other people do it and think they know how to do it.
Yeah, that's me most of the time.
And I mean, we all have to start there. I don't even want to, like, I guess I wasn't too terrible when we did our first Blue June stream.
Oh no, I was the terrible one.
It was definitely not great either.
I know for a fact that I was the terrible one there.
No, you did fine. On Blue June? Yeah, you did fine.
I don't know. I think I might have been a little boring compared to how I am today.
Well, I mean, so was I, to be honest.
They couldn't even see you to begin with.
I did try to do Code Academy once, and that I did free.
That.
I did free and I paid for it, but I did learn something though, right? It's like poll stuff, right? One of the things, and it was like polls, and it's like they tell you like there can never be a national poll because not everyone will answer the national poll. So it's like they take a chunk, anything with polls, right? They take a chunk of a group of people and they make that a comparison to all within that group. It's like no, that's not the reality though. You can't.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a difficult bar to reach in social sciences, is getting something that like a survey result that is generalizable to the rest of the population. And it really requires getting a wide set of varied different types of people within the subset that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And obviously the bigger numbers of respondents you can include, the better. But you'll get like a survey with let's just say 2,000 respondents, right? Okay. And then right off the bat, you have to disqualify like a third of them because the answers weren't viable for one reason or another. Either they just didn't look like they were honest, or they answered in a way that didn't quite answer the question, or they were disqualified for like respondent qualification reasons or something like that. And then by the end of it, you've got a sample size of somewhere a little less than a half of what you started with.
Yeah.
With your total number of respondents. Now I'm geeking out here because I've read a lot of books that were built around studies that were written by the scientists that did the studies, and getting real in depth into the results, and that's a lot of fun for me.
And then RavenDove pulls out a book and says, "Okay, chapter two, yes, yes, we're gonna."
Yeah.
All right, is nobody gonna notice that I took the ears off my chair and clipped it onto my headphones?
I was watching while you did that.
Yeah, I saw, and I said,
and nobody mentioned it.
I was gonna say, "Are you the cat's meow? Is that what you're trying to do?" That's old speak right there. That's like saying I'm the bee's knees, right? Slow clap, everyone.
Well, that's just swell.
Amen. But anyway, so again, we have reached the top of the hour, and you know how that goes. We're gonna do party. No. So I need to use the restroom, but so you and the squab can take control for a bit. Go ahead and promote yourself, and I will be right back.
All right. Well, this is my squad, and I'm the RavenDove. We usually say that in the reverse order, but this is HeckintheWhy, which is also usually the first thing that we say. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, and on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, I guess, and Instagram. We are a daddy-daughter streaming team with a mission to showcase the creative work of small and independent video game developers and to help them succeed. We stream every Friday at 7:30 p.m.
What?
Central Time, and the Squab is now gonna say some stuff about our merch store
What?
because
Wait,
I'm putting her on the spot,
wait,
and we're gonna see how she does.
wait.
Do it, Squab.
What am I
Where is
supposed
it?
to say? What am I doing?
Where is it?
Hey,
Where's the merch?
HeckintheWhy.com.
HeckintheWhy.com. And what do you find there?
T-shirts, a blanket,
Yep.
backpacks.
Yes.
Do we have socks yet?
We do have socks.
Socks? We have hats, correct?
We have hats. Yes,
We
we
have
have hats. We have
hats.
beanies. We got mugs.
Beanies.
The blanket
Mugs.
is fantastic. You'll love the blanket. Don't eat me, Squab.
Chicken.
All right, what happened? I heard noises.
We've swapped sides. Okay, now we're back.
I was about to say chicken leg, and then you came on.
All right, now that you guys have had your fun turn without me, all right, hold on.
Wait.
No!
Before you do.
What?
HeckintheWhy.com.
HeckintheWhy.com. HeckintheWhy. Wait. Bow. HeckintheWhy.com. Okay.
Oh, we've got
Camera full screen.
jackets and hoodies. Oh,
Wait, did you
the
actually see
faces
that or
of
not?
Hex.
I saw it.
Okay.
Okay. I saw it.
Faces
Yeah.
of Hex.
Yep.
What is that?
What is what?
That.
Oh, that's a it's like a desk mat thing. You put your keyboard and your mouse and stuff on it.
Eat the father. Eat him.
Don't eat me!
Oh,
I'm gonna kick you out of the nest.
it's chicken legs.
This was a bad egg right here.
Oh goodness. This
We
is
had
the
no
handful-
other eggs.
This is the handful I have to deal with. No, I'm just joking. All right, it's my turn now. My turn. I've got the magic conch now. Anyway, I stream to both YouTube and Rumble at Daramouthe. I also have a fan account on Twitter, X at Daramouthe. I have Discord at Daramouthe, and I have an email at Crazer6 at protonmail.com. If you want to come on the show, if you want to come and have a conversation of all the silliness in the world, just go to one of those three places or leave a comment in the video themselves, and I'll get right to you, man, because it's possible. It is possible. I can't reach out to everyone because I cannot get out to everyone because there's so many people. The point of the matter is, if you want the opportunity is open. All you have to do is ask. That's all you have to do. That's really it. The doors are there. Walk through any of them and ask, and then we can start something up. Because I'm only one person, but I'm hoping to get on a lot of people. So if I do the number, I'll probably have maybe maybe close to 20, 25 people, different people, maybe, I don't know. I haven't tried looking at it yet. 5, maybe something like that. I don't know. I haven't counted the numbers yet. I'm just guessing. But yeah, it's just that easy. Again, a lot of the people that appear in the chat sometimes have been on the show. Few of them haven't, but again, it's just, if you want the opportunity, go to those places, find me or leave a comment, whatever, and we can get started, because it's just that simple, just that easy, and the conversation can go just about anywhere. We've gone all over the world for conversation, and I think we'll go, man, are you all right for a little longer? We'll probably go for another few minutes. And
Yeah, just a few minutes.
A few
I
minutes.
have something to say. So the funny thing about Sheepy, that stream,
Yeah.
at one point in Rumble, I think it was Rumble, right?
Yeah.
We forgot to stop streaming to them.
Oh yeah.
And so it kept going after all the rest of them had been turned off.
Yep.
And I went out, and you could tell that the way we were on stream was the same way how we were off. Because I was still as crazy and happy. The only thing that you couldn't, see on stream was
Right.
Right,
You
she
have
was
to-
off camera, so she was dancing.
You
and
have to
stuff.
pick
and
though. It's either crazy or happy. You can't pick both, because crazy happy is insane.
Well, I mean,
If you're happy, and act like a shark. If you're happy, and why am I missing a limb? He said, if you're happy, act like a shark. Come on, play the game.
yeah.
Oh goodness, but no, it is always fun when you guys come on. I know it's like the time just flies by when we're doing this thing, because it's like 2 hours in, and we're just like,
Yeah.
will we again? I can't. It's like that movie, Dude, Where's My Car? Like, dude, where's my car? I don't. Where did I park it at? My keys are gone. Where's everyone at?
We'll meet
But
again.
yeah, that's the sort of fun we can have on here, and it's just like. I started this thing because I got tired of only seeing content creators stay in their circles, which I understand to some degree of why they do it. But at the end of the day, it's like, where are the people that come into their chat? Where are the people that are smaller than them? Because
Yep.
a lot of these big creators, they could have anyone they want because their name is big, right?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to get to, because the credibility factor and visibility factor playing the part of more people see you, the more chances you have, right? It's like the numbers game, right? Like, it's like 1 out of 50 or 10 out of 50 or whatever. The more people you have noticing you, the more that possibility that someone will want to say, I'd like to come on. Even if it's 1 out of 100, there's still that one.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to reach to. And I've had maybe at least one so far, but it was a 50-50. So I'm just trying to get that visibility and that credibility done, because again, it's not going to work if I don't have something to back me up. You kind of have, it's like a bartering chip, right? It's like a bargain. No, not bargaining chip. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That
I
reminds me
mean,
of Schoolhouse of Rock right
technically
there.
the same thing.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Except I'm not trading something of equal value. It's sort of just like my name is well known, and you're like, yeah, let's see how this goes. But I remember Schoolhouse of Rock did a song on bartering, so that was a long time ago. And then dollars and cents. Oh goodness, don't get me started. Dollars and cents.
I'm just a bill.
Yeah, I'm only a bill, or conjunction junction.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So there's stuff like that. But yeah, I know it may sound like a bit bad or some form of negativity, but the thing of it is, that's the only way I know that will, one, lead more people to either want to come on or doors to bring them on, and just to have that more and more, because there's so many people out there, especially through Rumble and then YouTube. There's millions on Rumble and there's billions on YouTube, and the doors are there. It's just, you got to have a name worth wanting to come on for. That's basically it. And I'm just trying to do. I'm not gonna be like all big people all the time. It's gonna be like, you want to come on, let's do this. Just as long as you're respectful. That's all I ask. No debate or argument or whatever. We can have disagreements, like that cat ear thing that Squab was doing. That's a disagreement right there.
What?
That's right.
You
You
with
heard
the cat
me.
ears.
Huh?
You with the cat ears.
Oh,
Yeah.
Squab.
I
She
couldn't.
wow, she sounds older than you with that. It's like, what was that? What'd you say?
I have thick headphones on, and we have to turn. Shut up!
I can't. What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Yes. I have thick headphones on, and we had to turn off the whole being able to hear ourselves.
Can't. Normally we can hear ourselves, but because we have to do the pipe the audio out to virtual cable to get it to pipe through your stream.
Yeah,
it does. We can't hear our monitoring anymore.
What?
Oh man!
I just wanted to do that once.
Okay, so no.
Oh, she's doing something. She's doing something.
You're gonna get to see it before I am. It's my dinner tray. Maybe Crafter is making me a Death Stranding themed dinner tray, and it's got multiple layers of resin. She did like one layer where she put in the background, and then she did another layer where she added some other stuff. And then she's gonna have another layer where she adds in Sam Porter Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this thing looks amazing, and she just finished another pour, and I can't wait.
Did you see the previews for the Death Stranding?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Unfortunately, because I'm really excited for Death Stranding 2. Right. But Hideo Kojima, I love the man, but he's got to learn how to be concise. The preview is 2.5 minutes long. Right. And it is just chock full of spoilers. Which is why I won't let her watch it. So
Sadness
yeah.
continues.
I mean, it's Hideo Kojima, so you know there's more to it than what you see there. But still, come on.
Right. Well, and the first complaint with the first one was like, it's just a walking simulator. There's really no story. It's like, well, the story is way out there, but if you take, there are some realities to it. There's like the 5 extinction points that's already talked in our science,
Yeah, the extinction events.
Yeah, and he sort of takes that reality and stuff, but it's sort of like it's this beyond point. It's really sort of like a Twilight Zone beyond point, really is what it feels like.
I just realized
what
5 extinction events, but there was also 5 extinction entities.
Yes.
And then there were there's the 5 people up in the clouds or whatever.
Yeah.
And I counted, and it's the 5 people around Sam.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like they haven't like revealed that, but that's because I just finished the story on it the second time a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was counting. It was like, why is there 5? So there's Amelie, but who else? Okay,
Yeah.
There's Dead Man, there's Die Hard Man,
Yeah.
there's Heart Man, and
Heart
there's Fragile.
Fragile, yeah. But don't
All
forget,
5.
Yeah. Well, what about what's the guy's name? Not Hans. His name starts with an H. He was the one Haas, right? I think is his name. The guy you beat that captures Amelie, the gold skull mask.
Oh, Higgs.
That's right, Higgs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he believes he comes back for Death Stranding 2, or at least his voice actor does.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like that's not too much of a spoiler, because at the end of Death Stranding, Fragile did say that, she was gonna shoot him, but she couldn't bring herself to do it.
Yeah.
So she gave him the option of offing himself or staying on the beach.
Yeah.
And then she left him there. And it's like, okay, he's not gone. We're gonna see him again.
Yeah, obviously, because if he's not gone. And the thing too is like they don't the story of the first one, it doesn't get explained until I think was it after the game or whatever, because you see him, Amelie is doing her sort of ha conversation. And and it was just like, that's a lot more Japanese mythology than I'm willing to get into, but it's
it's actually Egyptian mythology.
Really?
Yeah, the Ha and the Ka are Egyptian mythology. There's a lot of Egyptian mythology built in. Like, I don't know if you spent time reading all of like the interviews and the emails and stuff that you collect throughout the game.
No.
I did, and there's a lot there. It's really interesting stuff.
Yeah, that reminds me of a content creator.
Go downstairs and grab a drink, please.
No, because you're gonna sneak a view at the dinner tray.
Oh,
I know what you're doing.
Too well.
Anyways, we do have to get her some dinner, though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because you said cheese fries a bunch, and now I want cheese fries.
It's my fault.
Yeah. So no, that's okay. You can beat up your dad later. But no. But anyway, so I already know you did it. So go ahead and do a quick version of your thing.
He would beat me.
Okay. Well, HeckintheWhy on Twitch. Ooh, that's you.
There you go.
What, you could move your mouth and we could do the spiel.
Oh yeah, do it.
No, just
go.
Go. You want to eat? Go.
HeckintheWhy.com is our merch store. It also has links to all of our social media. We are on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble at HeckintheWhy. And we stream Friday nights every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We stream indie games, solo dev games, all the small creators that we want to see uplifted and built up. If you have not heard of a game, we want to change that. I'm the RavenDove. This is
your Squab.
We'll see you Friday night.
Yeah, Friday at 7:30, isn't it? Friday at
7:30 p.m. Central Time.
That's right. And for me, obviously, of course, I said I stream to Rumble and YouTube at Daramouthe. I also have my Twitter X account, fan account, and then the Discord, and then the email, which you see in the bottom thing right here. And all of our links will be in the description below. There's in my there. Oh, not back behind me. Here, theirs and mine will be in the description below. So, my show is a show of conversation a one-on-one conversation with other people. I know I've got to get that thing down pat. But if you want the same opportunity to just converse about whatever, right? Because we went all over the place, and that's the fun of it. I'll see you later. Yeah, you too, Alpha, you too. But the thing of it is like Darachat is a conversational show with one-on-one. Well, this is 1-on-2, so a little unfair there. 1.5. We'll do 1.5. We'll do 1.5. But it's a one-on-one show where we have a conversation about whatever we want, wherever we go with it, and we have a fun with it. So that's the point of doing this, is to have, and then you, creator or not, big or not, doesn't matter. It's about having a conversation, because right now what I see out there, it's no one really having a conversation. It's sort of like, I agree with this, but not this. And we can have our disagreements, but it's more than that. It's more than that. And you just saw us have great stuff. So, well, Squab was having more of the conversation, but we all know who's in charge. But anyway, guys, so thank you. I will say Monday. I gotta see what time it is first for that. Monday on the 15th at 7 p.m. I will be on with Geek. And we will be having, he's been on with a previous PIF stream, but he hasn't been on to do the show thing here. So come see that at 7 p.m. Eastern with Geek, and we will have a great time just like here, because it's always great to have a conversation with others about just about anything. So again, we will see you all next time. And I know they're wanting to eat. So anyway, see you guys next time. I gotta get the video ready. See you guys next time. And have a great rest of your weekend.
Heck, they get out of here.
Oh!
Bye, guys.
Get in the car. Why not?